everyone, today I wanted to do a quick minimalism update for you. We have been working on our minimalist journey for 9 months now because we started at the very beginning of this year and we're almost to the end of September now, and I figured I'd let you know how it was going. I can't even remember what I said in my last minimalism update. I'll probably link it below if I remember to. But anyway, we've been working on this for 9 months now, and I feel like there's definitely kind of ups and downs and whatnot of it. Like there was like the big minimalism high, I feel like, at the beginning, where we were just downsizing everything for the first couple months out of the year, and it was like a huge focus. And then I feel like there was a bit of a lull or something for a while, and then we started getting rid of bigger things, and then we moved, which is one of the things I was going to bring up for anyone who doesn't know. We moved back in August, and we lost around 300 square feet, although kind of more in a way because our actual livable square footage is pretty small. I still need to figure out all the math on it. My dad gave me a thing to measure our square footage. I've got to figure everything out. But anyways, we have storage, so technically we have around 800 square feet, but the space we actually live in is smaller. Like I said, like 300 square feet less, or even more if you only count our livable, like where we're at most of the day space. So yeah, there was that. And then I feel like after the move was kind of a weird time because there was a lot of things we needed to buy. Maybe not a lot, but like we needed a new shower curtain. I don't know, random bits and pieces to fix things around this place or to fix things up at our old place, and cleaning supplies, and it just felt like we were having to buy all of a sudden. And so that was kind of weird. Anyways, and now here we are in September, so that's where I'm going from. Sorry if this is rambling. I'm feeling weird today, mentally. Not like sick, just I feel weird today. I think I'm just tired. Mom life. Okay, so I have some notes I have down here, in case you're wondering. Okay, where am I starting? Okay, one thing I wanted to talk about was how it's really easy to get caught up in wanting to have the least amount of items as you can. And I'm a firm believer that that's not what minimalism is. It's not about owning 20 items, which I don't know if that's even a thing. I don't know if anyone only owns 20 items, but just sometimes when you watch other minimalists, it can really feel like, oh, look how much less they have than me. Oh, look how much less books they have, or how many less toys their kids have. And it's hard to not get caught up in that. As much as I try not to, it can definitely feel that way. Or I look around our house and I'm like, we still have so much stuff, we need to get rid of more. But it's like, realistically, do we need to get rid of more? Not always. Sometimes we don't. And I'm definitely having a inner debate with myself over Aaliyah's toys, because I've talked about this before, but it's just, it feels like I'm constantly having to pick them up, and I don't enjoy that. But anyways, I'm trying to figure out how to handle minimalism with a kid, and I don't want to force it on her. I don't want to take away things she loves. So it's just kind of, I think, going to be a work in process, or work in progress. Is that the same? Anyways, whatever that is, like something I'm just always going to have to be working on with a kid, and it's going to be easier, I think, when she gets older and she can have her own opinion on this, and if she wants to have more stuff, then that's really her choice. I'm not going to be like, no, you can't get Christmas presents, kid, because it's going to be up to her, more so what she wants to do and how she feels about this and things. But anyways, I'm trying to not get caught up in that, and kind of in this same thing is having buyer's guilt. Like sometimes I'll buy something and feel guilty because I'm like, oh, a real minimalist wouldn't have bought that. They would have thought that purchase through, and I didn't. I bought something on a whim, and I think the fact is sometimes it's okay to buy something on a whim. The other day we went to Walgreens to pick up diapers for Leah because she was running out, and they had this adorable little fox, which I recorded a clip of at the beginning of this video, and it's just a fall decoration, and he was adorable, and I love foxes, and I only had 2 fall decorations, so buying a third one isn't like way out there. But then I felt kind of guilty, like I didn't have to have it. It was, you know, it was unnecessary, but I do like it and it does make me happy. So I don't need to feel guilty about that. And there's just other things like I bought that pair of boots this week, if you guys saw my last video. And then I'm like, do I have to get rid of another pair of shoes now because I got that one? And I do have my rubber boots that I'm debating getting rid of because I'm planning to just wear my new ones now. But at the same time, there might be scenarios where having the rubber boots would be nice. So now I'm debating on that. I don't know. I guess my point is sometimes you've got this voice in the back of your head telling you you're not doing good enough. But minimalism should be what it is to us. And I'm not going to live by some set of rules somebody else has made up and said you have to do this or you're not a minimalist, because I just think that's dumb and we do own far less than we used to. We own far less than most people we know, besides fellow minimalists. And I'm not saying everyone needs to be a minimalist or that it's wrong to have stuff, but just for us, it's not what we want. So we own less, and we're at a pretty good place. I think there's still more to get rid of over time as we figure out what we want and don't want. But anyways, this is getting really rambly. So I guess those are a couple things. Trying to not have buyer's guilt when there is something we want or need, and also trying to not get stuck in the having to have the least amount mindset, because sometimes you don't have to have the least, you know. But with that, I feel like I am still always finding stuff to get rid of. Like even just this morning, I looked through our books again and decided to get rid of a few. I don't think we'll ever not have books, because especially for Aaliyah, she loves her books, and I have ones that are special to me, but there was a few that I realized weren't actually as special to me as I thought they were, and a couple that I was like, I'm never going to read these. I just need to get rid of them. And then I'm also in an awkward position currently because, as I've stated in previous videos, I have gained some weight, so I'm realizing as I'm trying to get back into my fall clothes, some of them don't fit so well anymore, so that's kind of a problem. But anyways, on a plus side, it's like, oh hey, I get to get rid of stuff, but on the not minimalist side, it's like, oh hey, I need to buy stuff because I need clothes that fit my body as it is currently. So then there's all that. Like I wore my fall winter jacket the other day and I was like, this is tight. Like it was already tight like when I bought it, because it's just the fit of the jacket, but now that I've gained some weight, it just really doesn't fit well. So I'm going to try to find a jacket secondhand, because it's something I don't need most of the year. I feel like it's not really worth putting a ton of money into, in my opinion. And I do have another winter jacket, but I like having the second one that's kind of like a cuter winter jacket, if you know what I mean. I'm not a super girly person, but I like to look cute, so at least sometimes. And that's another thing, kind of on a side tangent here, is I've realized as I've simplified my wardrobe and what's like the most comfortable to me and what I like wearing the most, I've found I like really boring clothes, things that are comfortable. I like t-shirts, I like jeans, I like, you know, mom clothes, I guess. I don't know that it's mom clothes, but it kind of feels that way. And I've realized a lot of my cuter items I owned, I didn't like how they fit, or they weren't as comfortable, or I didn't reach for them as much, so I got rid of them. But now on the occasion I feel like feeling a little bit cuter. I really don't own very much cute clothes. Plus I ruined my 2 cute tank tops that I owned this summer, so that was a bummer. And side tangent over with, I think. But anyways, it's just a little annoying now that I don't own very cute things, so maybe at some point I will buy a couple of cuter pieces to mix in with my regular clothes. I don't know. Does anybody else have that problem? Do you get rid of all your cute stuff and then realize you have nothing girly left? Maybe not nothing, but a lot less than I used to. Okay, moving on. Another area that's kind of like minimalism, I guess, is I did quit using Instagram, which I guess is less social media. So all I'm using now is YouTube for watching other people and uploading, obviously. And I do kind of miss Instagram, but at the same time, it really just felt like a time waster for me. Although part of me is like, now I'm just on YouTube more than I used to be. So I still need to find the balance there, but I feel like a lot of stuff is negative on Instagram. Even like within the vegan community, you just see a lot of negativity and it brings up bad feelings, and I'm really trying to be a more positive person. I always am, and I always fail. Because, you know, I'm kind of a negative person. But I'm trying. So anyways, I guess I minimized my social media usage. So there's that. And I've already been off Facebook for a really long time, so that's not even been an issue. Hardly use email because I'm just not that popular. So there's that. And okay, moving on from social media talk. We are very soon going to be simplifying our diet, which I know some minimalists focus on just to make every day easier. Like you just have your basic things you eat and it just makes your day fast. It's less decision making, and we haven't really done that in the past, but it's more so I'm wanting to get healthier. I feel like with moving, and we had Aaliyah's birthday and our anniversary trip, and there's just been a lot of junk food happening, and I don't feel that awesome when I eat junk food. It doesn't bother Ryan at all, but it bothers me. And in general, I just want to be a healthier person. I want to have more energy. I want to feel good. I want to live a long, healthy life. I don't want to have health issues when I get older or right now. So I talked to Ryan the other day about starting October, just trying to really kick it into gear and eat healthy whole plant foods, you know, not 100%, but just way more than we have been. So I'm excited to simplify our diet a little bit and get a bit healthier. With that and simplifying, I have also cut out gluten now, because gluten is not my friend, and I've been fighting it for the last year because I've known it doesn't make me feel good, but I love it, so I keep eating it. But then sometimes when I eat it, I feel so sick. I feel like I'm gonna die. So gluten's gone. I quit eating it last week after it was my father-in-law's birthday. We went out to dinner. I had a veggie burger. Felt like crap the whole rest of the night, and like my stomach was going to explode from being bloated and sick, and it was terrible. So that's not fun, and so I quit eating gluten yet again. So, because if anybody remembers, last year in October I took a whole month off of gluten and then went back to it because I'm a weak person and I like bread a lot. And then I've had like a back and forth thing, and then 4th of July came and I felt really sick because we ate what we call Krabby Patties, but they're not Krabby Patties. They're the Boca like chicken patty things. Anyways, we had those on the 4th of July. I felt like crap, kind of like I did the other night. And that was when I really knew, I'm like, it has to be gluten. That has to be what's bothering me. But then I went back to it, of course, because of Aaliyah's birthday and everything, and blah, 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 gluten. Sorry to be that person. But yeah, my diet's being simplified by cutting out all things gluten, which means pretty much all vegan meat substitutes because they all have wheat in them. And the downside to being a gluten-free vegan is pretty much all gluten-free products have eggs in them to hold them together. So it's a little bit of a struggle, but I shall figure it out. And side note, if anyone has any fabulous recipes that are gluten-free vegan, leave them down below. I know I could just Google search, but if someone has a recipe they've tried and it's fabulous, let me know. If you would like more detail on the whole, like, why I'm going gluten-free thing, I could do a separate video on that, but I don't want to be annoying, like, because I know some people think people who eat gluten-free are, like, trying to get attention, and I swear I'm not trying to get attention over this. I really hate the fact that I'm needing to cut it out because I feel like being vegan already makes us stand out in a crowd, and especially at a party when you're not eating anything, and now I have to be like, actually, I can't eat that either, sorry. And I really honestly hate it, so. Anyways, but I guess to finish that up, I do feel better after a week of not eating it. My stomach is feeling better than it has been recently, so that's good. I'm also kind of having a problem with raw foods too. I don't know, something about like smoothies and stuff, like it's just really been bothering my stomach lately, but I don't know if it's associated with the gluten issue or what. Again, I'm not going to go into this too much. If you guys want a separate video, let me know and I will do one. But I don't want to be annoying, so I'm sorry. Really sorry about it. Okay. That basically gets me to the end of my minimalist update, I think. I'm sure there's more I could say, but I'm probably forgetting. I feel like I definitely have a little bit of a hard time with sometimes, like, if Ryan or Aaliyah seems to have too much of a certain thing, and I'm like, you should just get rid of more of it. But I'm really trying to not be a pushy person. Like, Ryan is, like, on board for this. He downsized so much when we did it, so if he's happy with what he has, that's fine. And with Aaliyah, she's a little kid. She loves her toys and her playthings and her books and her everything, and so it's fine. I just need to learn to be a more chill, calm person, and it's something I'm trying to work on. I really should start meditating, but I'm just not that committed, I guess. I don't know. I need to do something to be a more calm person. You should have seen me yesterday. I was in a terrible mood. It was a bad day. But then we went to the park in the evening, and that was lovely, and we had a good time, so it wasn't all bad. And my sister brought me that really cute fox towel that I showed also at the beginning of this video. So yeah. Oh, and I guess one other thing with minimalism is we're still trying to figure out what to do about Christmas. Like, Ryan's mom was asking me, like, what do you want us to do? I don't want to buy gifts if you don't want them. And it's hard because there are, like, a few things that I would be fine with getting, things that we could use. But then I feel bad because it's like, here's a specific list of what you can buy. And that just seems really bossy and rude or something. I don't know. But at the same time, I don't want them to buy us stuff that we're going to be like, we really don't need this. So then it's just hard and awkward. And I don't know. It's just rough. You guys can leave down below if you have tips. Not so much like gift ideas. I've got gift ideas up the wazoo from one video when I asked people for gift suggestions as a minimalist. But just how to handle what people give to you. I don't know. And I don't want to be rude. And it's so nice that people want to give us things. And it's, you know, a very giving time of the year and all that. But it is hard when Aaliyah has more than enough toys. We have more than enough stuff. It's, I don't know. I'm looking into maybe some giving to charities instead, maybe. Something helpful for other people who need help. But anyway, this is getting really, oh my word, 15 minutes. Sorry about it, but at least this is one of those videos where I'm not showing you anything, so if you just wanted something to listen to, this video is good, unless you didn't realize that until just now. I actually have started really enjoying listening to people's videos while I'm like doing the dishes and stuff, so I kind of like it. Anyways, I've talked enough, so if you guys have any questions about our minimalist journey or what we do about a certain issue or anything, just let me know and I can answer your questions down below. And yet again, if you want a video on the gluten issue, let me know. And I should also have a, what do I call them, unhaul video soon for you, because I've got a bunch of stuff stacking up in the back room that we are getting rid of. So yeah, expect more things soon, hopefully. Bye! Okay, a couple quick things I already realized I forgot to say in this video because there was just way too much and I probably could have gone off for an hour about different things. One, it's really interesting for me to look back in old videos of downsizing and just like vlogs in general to see how much of our stuff we used to have that we no longer have. I don't know, it's just cool and it really shows the progress we've made as far as downsizing goes because we do want to downsize. Sorry, my hand was totally in front of the camera. Also, I was going to mention, of course, we do still bring stuff into the house. It's not just getting rid of stuff, so it's not a complete just downsizing. I don't want to come across as unrealistic. We do still buy things sometimes and more than we used to, which is why, another thing I forgot to say yesterday and I finished it up today, I rewatched the Minimalism documentary, which I highly, highly recommend. I watched it at the beginning of the year, which kind of is what spurred us into this in the first place. I mean, we were kind of into it already, but anyways, it's a super good documentary. It's on Netflix. I don't know if you can find it anywhere else online, but it's super good and totally worth the watch, whether or not you want to be a minimalist, just to kind of see what they had to say. They had a lot of really good things to say, and I would definitely recommend it to everyone just to think about what you're purchasing, you know, not that you can't keep buying whatever you want or own as much as you want. It's just a really good documentary. So I definitely recommend it if you are interested in this topic or just are wanting to maybe think a little bit more before you purchase things. So it's a super good documentary and definitely recommend it. I really enjoyed watching it a second time. And then lastly, I was going to say, by the way, I'm still enjoying being a minimalist. I feel like some of the things maybe sounded a little complainy, and I didn't mean it that way. We do enjoy being minimalists. We do like having less. It is a little bit less stressful owning less. It's simpler. It's not as simple as I wish it was, but we have a kid, so I just don't know that life is going to be simple even if we owned nothing. So I am happy with the choice to minimize and to get rid of things. There have been a couple things I've slightly regretted getting rid of, but in general, most of the things we've gotten rid of I really don't miss. That's Leah for you. So anyways, I just thought I'd add those couple of notes. I'm sure I'll think of more things I forgot, but I guess I'll just have to do another minimalism update for you guys at some point. Hope you enjoyed it, and that's it, guys, for real. This is the end of the video.